Okay. So, turns out I managed to come back before the New Year's event started. So, yeah, technically the New Year hasn't happened yet in FGO. So, going by that logic, I can still beat LB3 before the New Year's event. I'm pretty close too. Now then. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna run this. How are the camouflage devices holding up? I think I was able to patch them up for now, but even putting their wear and tear aside, their batteries just aren't gonna last much longer. I never planned on having to charge them outside the shadow border, you know? I think our only option here is to try and jury rig in an energy saving mode to make them last longer. I see. Well, I have no doubt any modifications you can make will be of great utility. They already held up remarkably well given their improvised nature. At any rate, it won't be long until before we reach Jianyang, and any advantages the device may confer over long-range surveillance will be lost. However, even if we are no longer able to mask our location, we should now be close enough to the capital that we not fear an orbital strike. Once we have rested up tonight, I believe we should make for Xianyang with all haste. For sure, we are badly outnumbered, so if we have to end, we better do it quickly. How's that thing I asked you to make coming along, Da Vinci? Well, I've got it all put together for the moment, but whether it'll actually be helpful or not all depends on whether we can trust the comms protocol Koyanskaya stole. You doubt moi. However you may feel about me, I can assure NFF's products are of the very highest quality. I can at least say that the data I recovered from those knockoffs seem to line up with the protocol. But I've only got my laptop here, so I really don't have what I need to test the thing. I'd say it's got about a 50-50 shot of working, if I'm being honest. Hardly my best work, you know. Oh, nice. Cool, man. You actually got more masa. Nice, congrats. I'll definitely have to set aside some funds for when he arrives over on NA. There's just so many servants I want for the end of the next 2 years. They all come very close together. Okay, that's fine. If anything, I'm impressed you pulled this off with so little time to get it done. Well, of course I did. I am a genius. You can rely on me for anything. That said, I don't know if I can encourage you to actually go through with this. In fact, I think I'd be pretty reckless if you did. Yes, it is reckless, but that kind of recklessness is pretty much why I'm here to begin with. It's what made me go down in history and eventually led to me meeting Dice as a heroic spirit. Alright, but make sure you talk this over with him before you go, okay? I will, don't worry. I'm not Spartacus, you know. Yeah, you see, that's the thing. I know that I have to pull for her because, you know, arts, memes, and whatnot. But it just so happens that there's a Summer Murasaki happens right after her. So, yeah, that's kind of more important for me. There you are, Dice. Jinke, what is it? Oh, nothing. I just wanted to discuss our strategy for the upcoming battle. Between Chengon and Red Hair joining us, Nezha and Mordred coming back, and Koyanskaya, well, I don't know that we can really count on her in our lineup. But I don't think she'll try anything as long as Holmes and Da Vinci are around. My point is, we've got plenty of capable fighters to go around, so you want to go off on your own, don't you? Heh, can't put anything past you, can I? So you want to go defeat the Emperor all on your own? Woof, woo! You know, it makes sense. It would also create a distraction while the rest of you try to find the Fusang tree. But all by yourself? That just seems... I don't want anything to happen to you. What? You're worried about me? Please, don't be. Worrying over me is as pointless as trying to convince Spartacus not to rebel. Jinke. Sometimes I can't help but wonder why the counterforce gave me, of all people, a life after death. Maybe it's something to do with risking my life to take action at a time everyone else is too scared to try. If there had been someone actually worried about me, I probably wouldn't be here right now. So, speaking as both a heroic spirit and your servant, I promise you, you don't need to worry about me. But senpai's... Yeah, yeah, it's pretty stacked. New Year's banner. Yeah, like yeah, like towards the end of that year, like for first part of the year, it's not really not much. Like the biggest one I want is say Shogun, but then later that year, oh, there's after the anniversary, there's just the summer banners. Then Saito and Himiko. Yeah, kind of want Saito more. Yeah, I wouldn't mind Himiko. Yeah, and Dom Van Gogh's. I want definitely want Van Gogh. I want yeah. Oh yeah, Doma is pretty good. Oh yeah, and I definitely want Suna to complete Raiko's retainers. So much coming out real close. Yeah, her kid looks really weird, but I'm interested to check out how it works. It seems like she'd be super fun to use. Anyway, you're our friend. Of course, I'm going to worry about you. You never change, do you? You're right. It was silly of me to say that. I'm telling someone as caring as you not to worry. It's as ridiculous as forbidding Spartacus from rebelling or ordering me to come back safe. Foo foo! Alright then, let me put it to you this way. I know it's selfish of me, but please let me do it. I can't stop thinking about the fact that I finally have another chance to face the Emperor. I came this close to assassinating him when I was alive, but I wasn't quite able to pull it off. Now with Xianyang almost staring us in the face, I feel that failure more keenly than ever. I just can't get it out of my mind. If I take on a different mission now, I'll be so preoccupied with this that I might end up making a fatal mistake. So please, let me be your decoy. Let me draw that Emperor's gaze away from you and the others. Right now, I think that's the best thing I can do to help Chaldea. You promise to come back safe? Man, you really don't let up, do you? You're not even gonna let me get a poem in. Look, I can't promise everything will be fine. Not when I'm going up against Qin Shi Huang. But I can promise I'll make it to the Epang Palace, especially now that you've made sure I won't forget that look you're giving me. So make sure you find the Fusang tree, and take care of the poison. After that, it'll be time for a real battle with the Cryptor, Yu Mei Ren. So let's both keep that in mind as we go our separate ways, okay? Okay. Dice, we got an emergency on our hands. Our remaining camouflage devices just broke. What? I'm afraid we're now completely exposed. It won't be long before more enemy soldiers make their way here. You can thank our illustrious commander tripping over the wiring for that. Are you saying this is my fault? Who fixes delicate devices by spreading their components over the floor? Everyone knows you're supposed to do your restorations in a garage. We can no longer hope to avoid enemy contact, so we'll need to fight them off as we move. We can ill afford to stay here and exhaust ourselves fighting unending waves of enemies. Be ready to head for Xianyang on a moment's notice. Oh yeah, now that's more like it. Dice. Mash. We know. See you in Xianyang. Just be careful, okay? You too. What? Jinke has gone off on her own? Not a problem. We got all the ass-kicking power we need right here. Yeah, let's carve a path right through them. Enemy hostilities confirmed. Get ready. Alright.
愛そうか殺そうか古きルーンいいだけ それでいい残酷なことだ古きルーン
Actually, I'm not sure if I should have
こ
done
ういう
that.
こともできるこういうこともできる古きルーンこんなところそれでいいそれでいい
Eh.
我が行くは温州の彼方アンテルシャトーティフ古きルーンこんなところ残酷なことささやかな我が行くは温州の彼方アンテルシャトーティフ何か踏んでしまったかな
Okay. 4 turn clear. Yeah, nailed it. The near future revealed itself before him. He could feel the looming threat of war draw near, slowly but surely, from beyond the peaceful city. He could see the palace's defenses growing more robust by the day. Even without visiting Epang Palace for himself, his predictive calculations warned him of the inevitable conflict to come and its inescapable result. Xianyang was going to fall. Even knowing that, you would still tell me not to take up arms? Defeating Xianyang is no longer your job. But the real problem was the future that followed. Usually he could learn small details about the future he saw, even if he couldn't always make sense of them. But now he couldn't see anything at all, not even a vague fragment of a future possibility. It was as though several years from now, this very world could no longer even exist. That is how it should be. Your ability to see the future has toyed with you for too long. No one should have to carry responsibility for history on their shoulders as you have. You have long since earned the right to lay down that burden. You mourn my fate so deeply, rather the fate of the Xian Yu who paved the way for this Liu Bang to follow. My place in this empire is not one of peace. Seeing the manner in which this body has been optimized for warfare should make that clear. Yes, I was originally designed to be a civil servant, but my ability to see the near future proved to be most useful on the battlefield. When Qin Shi Huang had only just united all of China, there were still foreign nations in need of being brought to heel. I traveled to Europe, Africa, the New World, every land under the sun, all to make them part of Qin Shi Huang's territory. I must have shed more blood in the course of that conquest than this other Shan Yu who is known as the Hegemon King of Western Chu. But here your conquests were rightly held in high esteem, and the Empire valued you accordingly. However, in proper human history, your reputation was horrific. Well, that is understandable. It made sense that history would view him as a horrible, bloodthirsty monster. History is the collective recollections of humanity, so it's only natural for them to view an inhuman machine in such terms. If such a device were to be mistaken for human, and its deeds were recorded as such, it's no surprise that they would be feared. Not one person in all of proper human history ever truly understood why you did what you did. You were wrong about that, you. I know for a fact that there was one person who understood the Hegemon King of Western Chu. You are Xian Yu. You, the one who just told me of this utter version of myself. Surely you must have understood him. Lord Xian Yu. Ah, now I see. At long last, he saw he had been overlooking something so terribly obvious. By always casting his gaze to the distant horizon, he had missed what was right there in front of him. There was another person there at the same time and place as Xian Yu, another who looked human, yet was feared and despised as inhuman, just as Xian Yu was feared and despised for quelling all threats to the Empire. This immortal Zhenren must have never known either understanding or acceptance. So that is why you have wandered for so long in search of me. How unspeakably tragic. It's all in the past now. It's no more than a fleeting dream. There's no sense looking back. From Xian Yu's perspective, she was not one to view with suspicion, but wonder. There was neither fear nor hatred in his gaze. If anything, her way of life was something to aspire to. Something beautiful to behold. But this insight was only one he could have, and only because he was not human. To humans with short lives and limited perception, she must have seemed as terrible as a demon king. But as a pair so far removed from humanity, Xian Yu and Yu Mei Ren could find solace with each other. Indeed, each was the other's perfect companion. So the Xian Yu in proper human history died, leaving you alone. There was nothing either of us could do. You had a duty to fill, and I was given eternal life. And yet with his ability to see the future, Xian Yu must have known what awaited you in his absence. He must have known she would wander for an eternity, and the hardships she would suffer in solitude. I see, and I must have grieved for you. When Dapple runs no more, what then can I do? Ah, you, my you, what will your fate be? Small 3 cores. Okay, section 14. The battle at Xianyang. Assassin. I have an idea. Want you. And you. And you. And you. And yeah, just you for insurance. There we go. There's a black grail. No, I had one here. There you go. Battle at Xianyang. Right. That must be Xianyang. I knew it had to be a hell of a place from the images we captured at a distance, but seeing it in person, it's quite a peculiar city. If indeed a city it can be called. Oh. Well, what would you call it? Look how prosperous it is. My concern lies in whether it fulfills the functions we typically associate with cities. Those things packed around its perimeter must be the rockets Qin Shi Huang uses to distribute the benefactions. The Emperor's gotta have more than enough here to cover the entire planet. Guess this explains how Qin Shi Huang could rule the whole world with just this one city. That stadium looking thing in the center would seem to be the city's central hub. So far I can tell from here, there does not appear to be anything in the way of residential buildings. Then does that mean nobody lives in the city? That's the key question, isn't it? At least that would be what determines whether or not this is a city in the sense we usually think of them. Even if there are people living here, I have a suspicion it's far fewer than in our own cities. Given that even this world's soldiers are robots, I have a hard time believing that there's any particular need for a human labor force. There does seem to be a deal of activity taking place, so it's doubtful the city is totally uninhabited. I think you'll find it faster to just go in and take a look for yourself. Shouldn't take long for even you lot to figure out what the culture here is like. Not that they'll be opening the gate and welcoming you with open arms anytime soon, of course. I'm sensing new hostiles make their way towards us, but indeed, these are human, not automatons. That's the Royal Guard of Xianyang, the elite soldiers assigned to protect the Emperor even in our times of peace without ever being put to sleep in Mount Li. Oh, and just so you know, they are a far cry from the supervisors you fought back in that farm. Okay. I think these are the guys you farm for bells. Okay. Only 2 waves. Oh, he didn't make it. Oh man, he just needed 10% more. Right, so if one of you can just attack Sieg for just a few hits, that'd be great. Thank you. Right. Alright. Bell, more bells. Okay. Actually, could always just bring Scotty. I wonder though. Where's the Hokusai I see? Yeah. Gonna give this one. Gonna give this one a shot. See if it works better. We defeated the enemy troops. Well, now that the enemy's shedding real blood to win, we know they're finally taking us seriously. Well, sure, now that we're this close, it's no wonder they decide to pull out all the stops. Alright, well, we're getting inside Xianyang proper. Stay sharp, everyone. Ah, 2 enemy wave. Dun, dun. Okay. He didn't make it. Okay. He actually lived. Ugh. Add a bit of this. And this should definitely do it. Damage. No.
そういえば ホムンクルスの素材が足りませんでしたね。
Okay. It's a rider wave. What if I can just play it like this? Okay. Nah. I'm not sure Irash is good here. I'll just go with this. Even if it will most likely take me a bit longer. Damn it, all this fighting even starting to wear me out. We have still succeeded. We can now enter the city. Do keep your guard up. I expect we'll encounter even greater resistance soon. This is Xianyang. There do appear to be people living here, but I never expected this. Are they playing? They're all painting pictures, singing songs, dancing. What the hell? They don't know there's a freaking war going on in their front yards? Fo-fo! Now it seems we have automaton soldiers to deal with. Perhaps not. They do not seem to be particularly interested in us. Looks like they're telling the residents to evacuate. Hey, get out of my way. I need to finish this painting for most glorious and majestic heavenly emperor. These colors are sure to light the emperor's senses. And I need to sing this song about our glorious emperor's greatest accomplishments. This melody is fit even for the emperor's divine ears. This is what gives our life meaning. Why would you have us leave? Be reasonable. Remember, each and every one of your lives is truly precious to the emperor. We can't risk putting your lives in danger. Now leave. You will be able to return soon enough. But I haven't finished my picture. And I haven't finished my sculpture. Heartbreaking, isn't it? The only thing they have to their names is a single bed in the basement. When they're not sleeping, they're working their fingers to the bone in monuments and murals 100 times more magnificent than anything they'll ever own. I hesitate to call them artists, but is this some kind of bad joke? Their only subject is Qin Shi Huang? That's not art, not by a damn sight. Entertaining each other has been a key aspect of culture as long as people have existed. But here, the only true person, we just say the sole audience for entertainment, is Qin Shi Huang and Qin Shi Huang alone. That's why the emperor is the only subject of all the art people create. Those who are deemed to have creative talent are gathered from countries all around the world and brought here to spend their lives creating art directly beneath Ephang Palace. That would mean artists who wished to entertain the masses like Shakespeare, and artists who pursued the truth of the human condition like Anderson would never even be born here. Here, the very premise of culture itself could not be more different than that of proper human history. Right you are. Certainly, Qin Shi Huang loves the people of the empire, much like an owner loves their pets. In this history, all of mankind's vile arrogance is concentrated on Qin Shi Huang. And all that remains are these lifeless, worthless excuses for pets. This whole city is basically nothing more than a giant cat cafe, only with primates instead of felines. Woo! And I've said many times before, I despise humans, but that doesn't mean I enjoy seeing them as livestock. Humans are supposed to be selfish and arrogant, following their desires wherever they take them. This spectacle, where they sing the praises of life without any real worries, is an affront to us beasts. Hey, she's glaring at us something fierce. If we don't attack first, the enemy will have the advantage. Are you sure you wish to hold back, Master? Let's wait for them to finish their evacuation. I'm surprised. I thought for sure you would ambush us while we had our hands full with the evacuation. True, this is in many respects an invasion. Our ideas of what this world should be could not possibly be more different. But we are not here to massacre your people, even if our actions ultimately lead to them ceasing to exist. Obviously, getting these people to safety is your top priority, but you know just as well as I do that Qin Shi Huang would order you to kill them if there was even the slightest hint of suspicion that they were infected. Is that really a leader worth obeying? Yeah, you saw what that prick was willing to do to those supposedly treasured citizens. Yes, I did. My own hometown was once destroyed by a falling star, just like that. I beg your pardon? Zhang Xianzhong. Wait, hold on. Zhang Xianzhong seduced my neighbors into thinking they could lead better lives if they founded their own nation. Once the emperor determined that they were no longer willing to obey, Qin Shi Huang made the decision to drop a star upon their village, wiping them all out. And did Zhang Xianzhong do anything to help them? No. He abandoned them without a second thought and wasted no time inciting people in another village to make up for the soldiers he'd lost. I have nothing but pity for the people who were led astray by his empty promises. They were driven to their deaths all because they were deceived into believing such a charlatan could bring them happiness and deluded about another way of life. None of you could know what a tragedy it is for the people of this land to be robbed of their tranquility. Had it been possible, I would have been just as happy never having taken up the spear. All I ever wanted was to live with my family, tilling our land in peace. Qin Liang Yu. The peace we enjoy now is only made possible by keeping people's worst tendencies dormant. That is the great feat, the blessing that most glorious and majestic heavenly emperor brought to this world. I will never forgive you for trying to rouse the people from that slumber. Now repent for your selfish misdeeds, as this white ash spear pierces your throats. Alright. Okay. Hey. Add that. Add that. Okay.
黙れ開いた罠だ開いた開いたドラを鳴らしなさいとやっこの
What are these buffs? Let's see. Activate when damaged. Decreases critical strength. Decreases a single enemy's crit strength when attacked. Activate when critically damaged. HP recovery. Recover all allies' HP when critically attacked. No recovery for anyone with 0 HP. Okay. I'll just put that. Is there? Oh. Okay. This doesn't really matter. Dun, dun, dun.
これぞ大軍師の究極陣地
これぞ大軍師の究極陣地破ってみせる
これこそは我が父を滅ぼす邪剣クラレントブラストアート
Okay. Skills are almost online. Might as well.
ペアスペアシャ黙れたまりやがれテイクアセイ開いた
Alright.
これでも勝ちは勝ちだよな
Yeah, how many bells does that make? 14. I need way more than that. Like, way more than that. Okay. The enemy's on the ropes. We're almost there. No, I doubt this will be the end of it. They are very much in this for the long haul. Lady Qing Liangyu, the Royal Guard has arrived to assist you. What would you have us do? The Royal Guard. If you're here, then who's protecting Epang Palace? Heavenly Emperor said we were no longer needed there. The Emperor orders to hold this line of defense for the sake of our nation. Your Imperial Majesty. Please stop this, Qin Liangyu. Surely a warrior of your caliber must know when she is outmatched. Tell me, those of you who claim to be from proper human history, why do you threaten our world? Because it's what we must do to save our world. So you want to set the world right. That's all you Confucians ever say. How should the world be then? What is this proper world of yours like? How does your world function when everyone has their own idea of how things should be, while denying all others? How many people lose their lives to the ravages of war each and every day? How many innocent lives end in senseless tragedy? Has all your bloodshed led to even one good thing in your world, or just been an excuse for the next war? We fought hard for a world without war, a world where peace could truly endure forever. My husband, my brothers, all of them gave their lives while fighting to make that dream a reality. We, the people of this empire, had to build this world on their corpses. The peace this land now enjoys was paid for with the blood of soldiers who will never be granted respite in Mount Lee. And so I will defend it at all costs. I will not let your flowery words and false promises lead me astray. I believe in our own way of life, in the happiness we fought so hard to obtain. I don't need any other countries. I don't need any other version of myself. Allow me to demonstrate for you what this utter me you speak of and I are nothing alike at all. Okay. Okay, this is one of the last few boss fights of LB3.
い 一気火星に滅ぼしてくれよ。では、
つまり中だな。他にやることないの？
Actually, I'm not sure. Is we gonna go on maintenance in half an hour?
ああ。これこそは
Cause
我が父を滅ぼす邪剣クラレントブラスト。
kind of hoping not, cause even though I don't have much left of LB3 to do, I'm not sure I can actually clear this in half an hour.
こういうのどうだ？つまり中だな。他にやることないの？ そうだよ。
Get more stars.
任せな。
Okay, full chain on you.
我は王にあらず、その後ろを歩む。クラレントブラスト。黙れ。ショックばかり消費をしてやる。と。やっ。
Okay. Dun, dun, dun.
黙れ。罠だ。
Alright.
罠だ。
開いた。ドラを鳴らしなさい。と。うわ。やっ。
Okay, what does this do now? Decreases a single enemy's defense during your normal attacks. Remove a single enemy buff during your crits. Okay. Okay then.
行くぞ。
Let's do this way, get some more charge. ね。 Alright. Another full chain.
これこそは我が父を滅ぼす邪剣クラレントブラスト。黙れ。
Oh, he actually lived with a little bit.
ショックばかり消費してやる。
Yeah,
これでは
that's charge. Oh.
悪を打ち払う。
Oh, interesting. She's not actually using her MP. Anyway.
見逃しません。 では、はい。
Give it to you.
いざ。開いた。開いた。黙れ。と。やっ。あら、いかがされました？じゃあ、こういうのどうだ？古きルール。どれにしようかな。よっしゃ。
This should do it.
我は王にあらず、その後ろを歩む。クラレントブラストアーサー。黙れ。
Stay down. Oh, okay.
ささやかな。これでも勝ちは勝ちだよな。うん。
Okay. Another mountain of corpses, another ocean of blood. Every time someone waves the flag of so-called progress, that's all I ever see. I had hoped to never see this again. I wish I could have just stayed on Mount Lee, frozen in slumber. Qin Liang Yu, your proper human history terrifies me. Our world truly achieved lasting peace. It should have been the one to survive. But now it will just be another corpse you tread across on the way to your destination. Tell me, what sort of bloody future do you see past the mountain of bodies you are piling up? ... Yep, seems legit. I guess there's no point in asking you that. The only one with that answer is the Emperor. In the end, all I ever did was bring about peace. All I ever did to bring about peace was take up my spear. Come on, Dice. Just keep moving. Don't worry about her. But you don't have the time or the energy to spare on her. Remember what it is you gotta do. Let's keep moving, Master. If we're going to find out Qin Shi Huang's true intentions, why the Emperor rules this lost belt, this history, in this way, then our only choice is to get a real audience. Woo! So the enemy has made their way into Xianyang. Grr. I can't believe it. Then it is time for us to face Chaldea. This is not the end. They can never hope to conquer the Empire without first conquering us. Meanwhile, you need to serve as our advisors no longer. Qin Liang Yu has already given everything she has. So as of this moment, we are relieved of both of your duties. We are relieving both of your duties. You have served us well, Your Imperial Majesty. I'm so sorry I couldn't win this battle for you, Your Imperial Majesty. I will atone for this with my life. Stop that, Han Jin. Your loss in this battle demonstrates your loyalty towards us admirably. What do you mean? Tell us, Han Jin. If we had ordered you to crush Chaldea, even if it meant destroying all of Xianyang, surely you would have come up with at least a dozen viable plans. If you had been willing to stop at nothing, even the destruction of our nation, in order to secure victory, then you would certainly have prevailed. Are we wrong? And yet, that was a line you would not cross. That was your limit as a general. Be honest, did you not dream about devising strategies that would have rocked this nation to its core? I don't think that would be a path I'd want to go down. I mean, there's a good chance I still might have ended up going down it eventually, but still. Belated though this may be, we cannot help but feel sorry for you. If you had ended up serving a different lord, you may have achieved even greater glory and recognition. Oh, I don't know about that. That way sounds like it would end up in a pretty painful death. Lord Han Jin. Well, I guess I'll be taking my leave then. You don't mind it if I just go by plain old Han Jin rather than a general of the Empire from now on, do you? We do not. Captain, will you keep an eye on him in his final moments as one last favor to us? If that's your wish, Your Imperial Majesty, and you are certain of... Are you certain of this? We are. Worry not. We have this well in hand. Very well then. If you excuse me, and if I may, Your Imperial Majesty, I hope you can make the most of this opportunity. Oh yes, we expect we will finally have an opportunity to cut loose, as they say, for the first time in a very long time. Alright, everyone else is gone. If you have any matters at all, show yourself. Alright, section 15. Wrapping everything up. Well now, it would appear our suspicions about that strange Spiritron signal we detected were warranted. We take it you servant creatures are capable of moving about in your spirit forms then. And you send your bodyguards away anyway? Has the great Emperor gone senile in old age? Our scans did not detect any explosives. The closest thing to a weapon you appear to bear is that dagger. Tell us, how exactly do you plan to damage our holy vessel with that? Figured as long as I got close enough, the rest would work itself out. I wouldn't be an assassin if I didn't have at least that much resolve. Assassin. Ah yes, we vaguely recall seeing you somewhere before. Of course, this must be one of those alternate histories. How very strange. What, you're saying you forgot what I looked like up until now? We have been governing this world for 2,263 years. Just how many attempts do you think were made on our life? Even we cannot count all the times we have been threatened for the secret of our immortality alone. You truly think that you were our sworn enemy? That you were somehow special among all other would-be assassins? Well, we will say that when you came along, we were still looking for immortality in all the wrong places. Thinking back on it, I believe you may have even done us a favor by inadvertently putting us on the right track. We should consider rewarding you for that. Yeah? So what, you're gonna give me a medal or something? Now that you and your companions have made it all the way to Shenyang, we'll honor you with a personal condemnation of your strange history. What, you're gonna lecture me? Now? Proper human history. What a pretentious name. You wear your arrogance in believing that yours is the only true course of events on your sleeve. In spite of this arrogance, you behave as if your actions are dictated by morality. Thus, we must convince you beyond all doubt which of our worlds is truly proper, as you would call it. Morality? Oh, so now you're gonna tell me that this is the good, just moral world, where you hold all power, where you don't even let the tiniest seed of knowledge take root, and where you casually slaughter your citizens the instant they inconvenience you? You call that a good moral world? Absolutely. What more glorious purpose could there be for the human race? You don't think of anyone, anywhere as human, except yourself. You are quite correct. By concentrating this land's bounty in a single point, we have become the ultimate human. Has any one individual ever ascended to such heights in your so-called proper human history? Behold our great wall encircling the sky. Behold the great harvest produced by the land. Oh. Who else could ever boast such greatness? Humans in groups cannot accomplish anything. They are shackled by discord, by conflict, by contradictions. So there will be no humans, no groups. A Genren, a true human, shall have total reign over heaven and earth and unite the species. A Genren, don't make me laugh. You call this bloated mechanical monstrosity of a body human? You believe the only human body is one of flesh and blood. That's one status as a person is contingent whether they have 2 eyes, 4 limbs, 10 fingers. Utter drivel. The true measure of a human is responsibility. It lies in bearing responsibility for this world, its skies, lands, and oceans, and the lives of all who dwell within. Can those of you from proper human history choose which species will go extinct? Can you decide the amount of coal that will pollute your atmosphere? Can you prevent the polar ice caps from melting? Were you ever once successful at controlling your endless desires? We can do all that precisely because we are the sole arbiter of this world. Thus we are human, for we bear all responsibility for this world on our shoulders alone. And now you're saying this regime you set up here has made the world complete? You really believe that? We do. You're a bigger fool than I thought. Being complete is just another way of saying done. This precious world of yours has no way of moving forward. You're stuck with nowhere to go. Thanks to becoming a servant, I learned all sorts of things I could never have known in my own lifetime. The future of humanity is all about possibility. I and those who know me as a heroic spirit have walked many distant worlds. You said to look at your great wall in the sky. I did. All I see is a monument to your so-called eternal empire's limitations. You said you built that wall in order to defend against threats from other stars? Talk about preposterous. True, they'd have no way of building something like that in proper human history's 21st century. But if they had the same resources at their disposal, you can bet they use them to explore beyond our world, not shut themselves away. Your argument seeks of sour grapes. I'll admit we're off to a slower start. Your empire might well have succeeded at hurrying its evolution along quicker than proper human history. But I'll also bet your world's never produced anything quite like this before. What is this toy? If you think it's a toy, go ahead and scan it. You love analyzing stuff, right? What could be so impressive about a simple rectangle? What the? It's an entire computer and it fits in the palm of your hand. If you shrank down that absurdly large body of yours into components small enough to fit into this casing, could you even get close to the thing's performance? But so what? We commend your efforts in packing so much functionality into such a small device. But its processing power is still barely 1/1,000,000th of our own. Did I mention there are 4 billion just like it in proper human history? What? That's a personal device. Almost every human in proper human history has one to play FGO with. That's absurd. It's the very height of foolishness. You hand out processing power similar to our authority to the general public? Why do something so outrageous? Without anyone mitigating their desires, it is only a matter of time until they consume every resource on the planet. If that's all you think computers are good for, you're using yours all wrong. These things aren't generally used just as computers. Originally, they were just communication devices that were gradually redesigned with computing capability. Communication? You heard me. People share their opinions, pool their thoughts, and work together to achieve a common goal. This is just one more tool to help make that happen. People have always wanted better ways to communicate. They've never stopped looking for ways to reach mutual understanding and prosperity. That's how the people, no, the humans of proper human history led their lives. Then you are saying every one of the people in your world is a full human unto themselves? You're right about one thing. There's no end of quarrel or disagreements. I'm sure we're a long way off from uniting everyone under shared principles and ideals. Maybe we never will. Maybe humans will drive themselves to extinction or suck the planet dry. Even so, we aren't done yet. That's because we're still incomplete, that we're always striving to go further than ever before. In our world, people are always moving forward towards something better. They're not just stuck in one dead-end world that thinks it's a utopia. What you claim to strive for is no more than a pipe dream. You have no assurance you will ever truly attain what you see. Yeah, that's right, it's a dream. It could easily fade away if we're not careful. That's why we all hope for the same thing, that humanity can reach new heights no one has ever seen. People who hold that dream become heroic spirits and answer the summons of those who share that dream. That is what servants, the executors of the counterforce, really are. We're a sort of being that you'd never think to see in your eternal regime. We see, so this better world of yours rests upon nothing more than a roll of the dice. Hey, that's me. As it were, reckless, far too reckless. You balance the fate of the world on a tightrope. One misstep could destroy all. We could never permit this. Yeah, I bet you wouldn't. That's why we find ourselves at an impasse. One of us has to die so the other can carry on guiding the earth. Hehe, is that so? Tell us then, how you propose to kill us with that plain ordinary dagger? Every one of Epang Palace's defensive armaments is already trained on your person. You will not get one step out the door before you are simply disintegrated. You still don't get it, do you? Proper human history is light years ahead of you in terms of communication and data storage and access. And in our world, with all its conflict, any technology can be used as a weapon. Not that I'm proud of that. For example, do you know it's possible to poison a computer just by communicating with it? What? That toy? Yeah, you obviously wanted to have a lofty discussion about worldviews and philosophy, but I'm really just here to kill you. Even if I had to goad you into scanning this phone, you'd end up downloading the virus in it. I remember. Yeah, I can't read all that. That's right. It's been a long 2,200 years, but I'm finally gonna finish this. Well done indeed. What? We commend you, Jinkei. This time, we'll be sure to remember your name. You are the only one to make us fear for our life. Not once, but twice. Man, I can't believe this. I promised Dice I'd make it back safe and everything. Huh, I knew I never should have pushed my luck quite so far. Maybe it's just my destiny to always choke right at the very end. You are wrong there, Jinkei. Your heroic spirit's true worth lies in dying with a smile, even as you fail at what you set out to accomplish. Okay, hold on. Okay. Let's see here. Yeah. Just gonna go with tried and true here. Yep, no reason to get all fancy. Hey, you're sure the giant emperor up there isn't just gonna fall down and squish us, right? Boo boo! Now that you mention it, Qin Shi Huang has been surprisingly silent. I expect to have heard something by now. Was Jinkei successful? I certainly hope so. If she had been, then we should have heard back from her by now. It is unfortunate we have no choice but to let her handle the Peng Palace on her own. So where should we go about looking for this Fusang tree? I'm quite certain you'll find it in the treasury, but I recommend stopping by the Ministry of Technology first, especially as it's right on your way. But if you'd rather leave that fancy car of yours behind, be my guest. The Shadow Border. Well, it's no race car, we certainly have been through a lot together. Only hope it's still in one piece. I'm not sure. It's very possible we'll find it completely disassembled and its components scattered across the floor. Hey, this concerns you too, Buster. Remember, we need the border if we're gonna get out of this lost belt. It is still in one piece. Hooray! Foo foo! Now I see. Qin Shi Huang must be something of a perfectionist when it comes to puzzles. So that's why Qin Shi Huang took it apart and put it all together again perfectly. The Emperor had to be sure of understanding its inner workings. I bet Qin Shi Huang would be great at building models. Now that we've got the border back, we can't lose. This is great. Feels like just coming home again. You know, it looks like there's a box here marked leftover screws. That does it. Qin Shi Huang is going down so hard. Oh man, she's breaking out her glasses. She must really mean business. Unfortunately, time's not on our side right now, so I'll have to do a full inspection and overhaul later. Now let's get out of here. As long as the engine still works, we should still be good to go. Huh, so you're the Chaldeans. This is a surprise. Expected a huge pack of muscular brutes. Never imagined a brat, a little girl, and a bunch of scrawny weaklings. It isn't Han Jing. Long time no see. Han Jing, as in one of the Han Dynasty's 3 greatest heroes. So in this Lost Belt, he ended up serving the Qin Empire. Oh, I don't work for the Emperor anymore. In fact, I was just relieved of duty. There's no reason for us to fight. Haha, you really think I was just gonna stand by and watch you while you rode off into the sunset? Lord Chengon, that smile. Indeed, that's the same look Lord Lubu used to have back when we were serving under him. I can practically smell the blood on you, you freaking creeper. I just want to wage war. What if it matters if there's a reason for it? Not to mention I got a lot to help here, and none of them is ready to admit defeat. So come on, warriors of proper human history, let's do this thing. You, us, no restrictions, no holding back, just good old war for war's sake. And there's nothing more exciting than going up against impossibly strong enemies. I can't wait. I was unaware Mount Li had generals like this slumbering there as well. And here, Qin Liang Yu only ever fought to preserve peace. Lady Liang Yu? Oh sure, she was great. I love that whole pure and innocent thing. That shine wasn't gonna rub off after just being revived 2 or 3 times. Me, on the other hand, I've been waging wars for the Emperor since before that mechanical body. I crushed India, Egypt, Rome. I never saw the years of peace between. I was always kept on ice for those. Yeah, I bet you were. You're a freaking psycho. Nothing you do in peacetime would cause trouble. Everlasting peace is just a way of saying there's no more enemies to conquer. So I'm awfully glad you guys showed up. The last time I went back to Mount Li after I crushed the Aztecs, I didn't think I'd ever get there to wake up again. Now, let me see what sort of messed up killing techniques you guys came up with in your disordered world where our empire never existed. Wait, hold on, what's this? 3 left. Okay. Let's rest here. Okay. I'll go with this.
我が行くは温州の彼方アンテヌシャトーティフ
Okay. 98%. And I have no way of getting it up.
こういうこともできるキルーン。なんだそれ命令とな。ささやかな。ささやかな。こんなところか。
我が行くは温州の彼方アンテヌシャトーディフ。
Okay, Dante's gone.
Ah, ささやかな。
では
その件覚えた。なんだ二刀流でも見せちゃろか。わしが始末しちゃる。
つまらない。
褒美。ああ、聞こえちゅうじゃ。おまんには恨みはないが、これも仕事じゃき。てんしゃーしゃー。
こういうこともできる。
では
ああ、聞こえちゅうじゃ。
罠
しゃ
物理で
こう
殴る。
覚悟せ。
これぞ大軍師の究極陣地。破ってみせるがいい。
お果てにお目にかかります。じゃあわしは剣の天才じゃ。チェー。
Okay.
古きルーン。
覚悟せ。チェー。チェー。これでしまいじゃ。
こう
Alright, Buster Chain. See if we can actually speed this up. Oh boy, this is taking a while. Okay, that works. There you go.
罠だ罠だ
Alright.
聞こえちゅうちや。おまん、わしを笑うたか。誰にもわしを笑わせんぞ。
罠だ
チェー。わしが。
Oh. I mean, there's only 2 left, and they're both assassins, so yeah, might as well give it a shot.
破ってみせるが罠だなんだなんか簡単すぎる
For herself.
Nan 命令との農家にこうだ図が高い神に見えるそういうこともできる古きルーン特別まあね
Okay, should work. Scotty chain.
我が名に紐付けられし力我が声に応えて門を開け来たれ我が城影の城ゲート・オブ・スカイささやかな脆い脆い図が高い神に見えるなんだね
Alright. Our Scotty chain.
うかな。そうだ。許す。ここでお前に。
Oh, it's just straight up a full chain of her. Okay.
物理で殴るだけが戦い。
Oh, let's cheat here.
ささやかな。
これぞ大軍師の究極陣地。破ってみせる。犠牲が少なければそれでも勝利。
All right. Oh man. Okay. Yeah, I think this is the right team to go with. Wait, no. Where's the drunk jolter? There you go. It's drunk jolter. Yes, 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 this is awesome. I love a fight to the death. There's nothing better than war. Can't believe it. These are the same soldiers we fought before. How can they be this much stronger just from the changing commander? Yeah, I hear you. Been a long time since I was up against a general who could make your blood run cold. Monsters such as he are not unheard of in times of war. That said, I think this man's strategical sensibilities may even outpace Zhuge Liang's. I'm glad to see you're enjoying yourself, Hanjing. Crap. Oh, hello, Captain. You're sure a hard-ass like you wants to get mixed up in a wild brawl like this? The Emperor asked me to keep an eye on you till this was all over. I really don't deserve such a wonderful Emperor. I hardly believe the Emperor would care so much for a piece of trash like me. You said it. The Emperor even told me I was free to fight all I wished as a reward for my years of faithful service. See, not even old age can slow you down. Well then, let's get to it, shall we? At this point, I can't think of a better way to demonstrate our loyalty to the Emperor than by going down fighting. Heavenly Emperor has been kind enough to keep broken men like ourselves in check by allowing us to serve. Now, we beasts who can never find solace and peace, and finally repay that kindness. That old man is an ordinary human. Does he truly mean to go up against servants with his bare hands? Oh, you better believe it, trust me. Don't take your eyes off him for a second. Even if he did catch me off guard, he still managed to stun my spirit core with one blow. That journal isn't the only thing distinguished warrior here. That old guy's as tough as they come too. You better not hold back against him. Okay. Oh, I get it. Wait. Twilight, there's no tomorrow. Increases attack and increase further the lower your HP is, and adds one charge at the end of every turn. Oh, I get it. This must be the. Oh, I get. This must be the legendary fight that I heard about. Yeah, I heard this one was like super duper hard. Yeah, I didn't realize it was coming up. Okay, let's just, actually, yeah, this team is really bad. It's not actually that hard. Oh, okay.
シトラセケイ追加援護準備エレメンタルある気がするエレメンタル
Him.
お見せしましょう
Done.
ああ我が光を真なるエーテル我が思いのソウルパラフル
骨には答えるな。
転身開始彼方への巡礼を我が身は天の杯を抱えて飛ぶ邪竜なり万物誘拐赤行がアルグリーズ
答えるな。陰に気を見出し陽に勝つアルバーデン
Get the commander. Wait, what's that have? Oh, okay. Wait, what's all this then? One turn, evade. Get the commander. Negates the attack disadvantage due to class affinity. Yeah, figures.
なるほど
罠だ。
水よ
Create confusion. Chance of skill seal each turn. I'll just
セット
run
了
that.
解転身開始彼方への巡礼を我が身は天の杯を抱えて飛ぶ邪竜なり万物誘拐赤行がアルグリーズ
答えるな。
そこだ我が英雄よ力をお借りする
Okay.
これ二の打ちいらず。
耐えきれ生まれたと
Not usable due to poison. Wait, hold on.
オーセロコー
水よ水よ
罠だ。
Okay, he's gone. Eradicate the source of power. Decrease NP amount gained. It's just a 50%. No. Okay. Yeah, I'll give this to you.
こういうこともできる古きル
You.
ール
Done. There we go.
答えるな。
Ooh, that's very
気を
close.
見出し陽に活路。
What's this? increase your arts card effectiveness each turn for 3 turns.
私の踊り受け切れるかしら。夏の話題を独り占めだな。
Still. Okay.
クリスマスムーブ。
Oh wait, no. Oh well. Yeah. Dun, dun,
な
dun.
んだ我が劇場のサビになるか。
The commander, but she still has the guts. Yeah, she still has the guts. That's actually absolutely fine. Yeah,
サンタは宙を
I think this is the play.
動くな。大輪の花の散れ。
All right.
俺二の内いらず
Fusion. Oh yeah. Right, right. Let's just do for one ally. Who needs it most? You.
クリスマスムーブ。 準備は良いな。なんだマナーのなっていない客よな。
Yeah, it's gonna go full buster for that one. For this one.
劇場は海より近く。見るが良い。これが誉れ歌うイルステリア。すなわち。ささやかな。動くな。
軽く当てに行くぞ
Wait, what? Right.
聖夜を踊り明かしましょう。せーの。これがサンドのリズムだわ。場外乱闘の時間です。返します。テンポをサンタは聖夜を踊り明かしましょう。せーの。ルチャーナのクリスマス。これがサンタのリズムだ。場外乱闘の時間です。
俺二の内いらず
トペッコンヒーロー。
Nope. Yeah. I'm gonna have to try this one with. Let's see. You. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to clear everything. Okay, want you in front. you and nope. Okay, let's see that. Fragments on him. Second attack boost on you. You carry anything? Oh, okay. So I want that on you. Okay. All right, round 2. Let's see how this one goes. Okay. Right.
劇場は海より見るがよい。これぞホマレンカウイルステリア、すなわち大輪の花の剣。そうだ。
Get the commander. Okay, so waiver. Negate the attack disadvantage of the class stratagem. Get the commander. What are the conditions for those? I wonder. Actually, wait, no. This seems like the better play. So right, so Waver's gonna die, and honestly, I'm okay with that. I can deal with that. Yeah, I think it's just better for to just trade it out for someone else. Just do increase attack for allies, special attack demonic for yourself. Yeah, that'll work.
王の話をするとしよう。
まあ、そのマナーになっていない客よな。
星の宇宙、物見の目。 楽園の端から君に聞かせよう。罪なき者のに通るのにガーデン・オブ・アバロン。
大輪の花たち。
Gotta keep the source of power. Trade him out. Nah.
この辺りいじった方がいいんじゃないか。
That's fine.
我が劇場のきらめくぞ。撃て
そう。
Alright.
見せ場だ。任せるがよい。
It's for me? Okay. NP seal. Do that later. One turn. Okay.
準備がよいな。世はもう止まらぬぞ。
Wait, hold on. Yeah. Okay.
オリンピア・プラウデーレ。祭典の席をあげよ。
Yeah, it seems right.
劇場は海より近く。見るがよい。これが誉れ歌うイルステリア。すなわち
陽に生き陰に殺す。
There you go.
たぎるわ。たぎるわ。
夢のような
Okay, what's her overcharge effect? Gives poison. Okay, but not that important.
ほななきらめくぞ。やっぱりやめられへん。たぎるわ。最低くらいとたらかして合法少女クズ竜応殺。あんたはんの全部酒にしてまうわ。
そこは壁もなく城もなく見せない始まりの空。魂のありかを見せようか。ガーデン・オブ・アバロン。
撃て
陰に気を見出し陽に活動し陽に生き陰に殺す。
Finally.
の話題を独り占めだな。
Okay.
見せ場だ。任せるがよい。オリンピア・プラウデーレ。
いいとも。
祭典の席をあげよ。ふっふっふ。これは誰だ。忍者だ。ローマだ。もちろんユだよ。ラウダレントゥル。
耐えるな。
そうどうか。
陰に気を見出し陽に活動を開く。我が八極に二の打ちいらず。思考分血巻きしねい。陽に生き陰に殺す。
For you.
何事もやればできるさ。
陰に気を見出し陽にか陽に生き陰に殺す
Okay.
まあええのどないやろなどないやろなゴールデンなんたらはい、お座り。声どれにしようかな。こういうこともできる。古きルール。
Okay.
まあ、その
Yes, magical girl shoots and wins the fight. Yeah.
たぎるわ咲いて砕いてとろかして合法少女くず流応殺工夫
That one's pretty good.
あったったった久しぶりの運動は応えるね
Okay, let's see. Right, let's see. Huff, huff, huff. How in the world did he get this strong? You've neutralized the enemy fighters, although... No, it's alright. I doubt they have the strength to even stand anymore. Man, who knew there were so many monsters in China? Can't believe these guys put this much of a fight with nothing but strategy and pure skill. Let's hurry on. I have a feeling the Fusang tree is practically around the corner. Hanjin, are you still breathing? Unfortunately, I never expected them to just leave us without finishing us off. Don't they know what goes around that goes against the rules of war? Still, that was a good fight. This building won't last much longer. If you can still stand, you should leave now before it collapses. As it happens, that battle really took every last bit of energy out of me. So I was hoping I might just be able to sit here a bit longer. I suppose we'll have to wait then. You must just how much stamina you had halfway through the fight, didn't you? Do you think you could keep up with the same pace as when you were young or something? To my shame, yes. I had to admit that I began feeling my age at a mere 150 years old, despite the Emperor giving me personal instructions in the Sage Arts. You should have come to Mount Lee when you had the chance, instead of insisting on staying on active duty. Man, I wish I could have seen you fight in your prime. Bet it was something to behold. Well, I suppose there was a time when I went around threatening my enemies with my martial arts. My, how times truly does fly. Those days I spent alongside Heavenly Emperor were more than I could have ever asked for. Some guys have all the luck. He looked so peaceful. You'd think he was just sleeping. Oh, wait, hold on. I gotta, like... Wait, hold on. Okay, there we go. Should be fine now. Right. The Chaldeans will soon reach the Fusang tree in the treasury. It will mean the Empire's most valuable mystic, the cornerstone of our peaceful civilization, will fall into the enemy's hands. Wait. Okay, there we go. Okay. No, right now, the Fusang tree is more important than even that, isn't it, you? This battle will determine the fate of the world, yet you still wish to avoid it? I do. I understand very well how foolish that request is, but I cannot bear to see you wield your swords any longer. Indeed, that's the only thing I desire, even if that choice should lead to obliteration. But the world is in peril even as we speak. This empire faces an unprecedented threat to its peace. My programming would not permit me to simply stand by while this happens. Forgive me, you. I cannot change who I am. Yes, you're right. This is who you are. In that case, I'll accompany you. Please let me stay by your side until the very end. Alright, final section. Here we go. Right, let's see. It's probably those two, so. Then. Ah, those gifts? Oh, those are all EXP cards. Yep, the whole, that's essentially, I call that the gift box the third archive. Alright, let's see here. Give her a shot. I'll give her a shot. And her a shot. No. Yeah, I think this is better. Right. The section 16, the Crimson Beauty under the moon. So this is the treasury. I must say, this is even more magnificent than I was expecting. Wow, I could spend days poring over everything in this place, if only things weren't so dire right now. This is where Chen Shi Huang keeps the treasures of the Sage World on display. There should be bark and leaf samples from the Fusang tree right around here. Ah, there we go. I trust nobody will mind if I borrow these for a moment. Wonderful. All you need now is the right spell, and you'll have an antidote in no more than 5 minutes. Well, I'd say that wraps up our business here, but while we're at it, would you like to see the real thing? Chen Shi Huang must have transplanted the Fusang tree to the innermost sanctum after pulling it out of the Sage World. I would be lying if I said I wasn't interested. As a detective, I feel obligated to examine it. However, Holmes? I cannot help but feel a tad bit perturbed at how you seem to be leading us into a trap, Miss Koyanskaya. Oh my, aren't we suspicious? But you might just be a teensy bit too late there. Yu Mei Ren and Xian Yu too. Great, just what we needed right now. I thought it might come to this. What, you mean you knew this would happen? Nothing so certain to be sure. Perhaps I should say that my suspicions were right on the mark. Oh yeah, now that you mention it, you did say that the next time you saw Yu Mei Ren, it would almost certainly be where the Tree of Emptiness is hidden. Wait, the Fusang tree is the tree of emptiness? When did you figure it out? Oh, I was never sure of it. It was never more than a hunch. The tree of emptiness whereabouts being so unclear all this time simply made no sense. It was therefore only natural to suspect it may be connected to this Lost Belt's most mysterious object, which also happened to be a tree. Yeah, don't think it really takes Sherlock to figure that one out. I can't believe a disciple of the foreign god would bring the enemy straight to a tree of emptiness's roots. What in the world were you thinking, Koyanskaya? What was I thinking, you say? I was thinking I'm just doing my job. It's like I told you before, Yui. You can't play mind games against Chaldea. They're so good with that stuff you'd think they were working off an answer sheet. So don't think of this as giving the tree's location away. Think of it as leading lambs to the slaughter. So, as a cryptor, all you have to do is play the executioner and use Mael's power as a guillotine. Now why don't you go ahead and get started, Miss True Ancestor of the Sage World? Mayal, so that's the third tree of emptiness's name. Hang on, Mayal, first Orochi, then Sombrero, now Mayal. Is that what the tree of emptinesses actually are? You have some nerve. Do you always forget how you tried to kill me? Oh, come on now, Yui. We both know you're not the type to let a little murderer keep you down. Can't you just let bygones be bygones? There goes our truce. I figured it was just a matter of time till this bitch backstabbed us. Check the fine print before you go around flinging baseless accusations. Oh right, we didn't put it in the writing, did we? I'll still make an antidote. I'll make it a point of professional pride to always fulfill my obligations. So, once Dice is good and dead, I'll be sure to leave it on his grave along with some lovely flowers. Foo-foo! Whatever that fox may be plotting, the fact remains that you Chaldeans are the source of this disturbance. Now that we face each other once again, I'll use all the power at my disposal to stop you. Is that alright, you? Yes, Lord Xianyu. Here they come, Master. Alright. Okay. There we go. Five turns. Okay. Alright. It's one down. Wait, what did he do himself? Okay, foreign spell, mutated banquet, negate the defense disadvantage due to class affinity for 5 turns. Activate during attack, vicious formation. Skill seal to a single enemy during your normal attacks. What do you got? Nothing special, okay. Again. All right. Yeah, I think I shouldn't. Yeah, I think I shouldn't really just overthink this. Just,
残酷な残酷なことだ
yeah, just go with the first thing that comes to mind. That comes to mind. Yep.
大事なしその通り
どうおのれ
Okay. What do you got here? Let's see. Activate during attack extreme formation. Inflicts NP seal 1 turn to a single enemy during your normal attacks. Foreign mutated banquet. Yeah.
慈悲などいらぬ我が行くは温州の彼方アンゼルシャトーティフ
But yeah, I just think I shouldn't really overthink it. Just
おのれ
力
どう
その通
お
り
のれ
大事なし
2 turns, 2 turns, 2 turns.
なんだね
Oh, I didn't realize he was evading there. Oh boy.
滅びの定めにすら見込まされたまだ永遠の友国我の涙で命を呪え
力大事なし
お好きになさいクリスマスムーブ
Yeah, maybe I should have given Abby the C. Oh well.
グルクトゥルお好きになさいねシャシャシャシェフをあげますみんな空を見ろあれはなんだ星だコロニーだいやクリスマスプレゼントだ今殿下の宝刀浴衣ってがあるでだけのロボットで突き刺され
大事なし
苦しめおのれ
最上に近い勝利戦う前に勝つくらいで負ける
Alright. 20 bells does that make? 28. Questionable class. Yeah. Let's take this team, see how it goes. We win, Shan Yu. You may be advanced, but you are also alone. Your storms may make you invincible, but you have no rivals with which to compete your strength in fighting. Alone is what sealed your defeat. Yeah. Lord Xian Yu. No way in hell we're losing to your overgrown horse's ass 3 times in a row. I am Mordred, the damn knight of treachery. You think you read my future? Then I'll just rebel against that shit too. Hey Yui, what are you trying to pull here? Why haven't you removed Mayo's disguise yet? What possible reason could you have to hold back now? Shut up, shut up. What is the meaning of this? Qin Shi Huang, of all times for the Emperor to show up. How did you get to our treasury in the short time we were absent? We must have taken longer to reboot than we realized. That is vexing. Oh no, if the Emperor is here, then Jinkei must be... Now, how are things going to go? If Qin Shi Huang reconciles with Chaldea, it'll be right back to square one. No, there was never much to gain from this lost build anyway. It won't be any great loss. Yep, Hinako, if it makes you feel any better, you were absolutely right. I should honor my agreement with the foreign god and see my job through to the end. So I'll go ahead and have the Tree of Emptiness take care of Chaldea right now. No, please stop. Go on then, Mayal. It's time to wake up. Show this tiny lost belt what your cosmos is really made of. What the? Why is the Fusang tree splitting apart? Oh! What? Oh yeah, that's a Tree of Emptiness if I ever saw one. I knew I was correct in my supposition, but I never expected anything quite like this. Are you sure that's a tree? It's the size of a mountain. How did something that big fit inside a bunch of dried up twigs all this time? Chen Liang Yu told us that the Fusang tree was a treasure trove of hidden mystic wisdom, also known as the Tree of Life. But there are no ordinary means for such a vast amount of information to fit inside a single tree. That tree from the Sage world must either contain some sort of independent dimension or... Shut up and get back! The spatial inconsistency is trying to correct itself, and it's warping gravity all around it. The Tree of Emptiness has been slurping up plenty of magical energy from inside the Fusang tree's pocket dimension. It didn't even have to reveal itself out here to extend its roots throughout all of China's ley lines. The Fusang tree, the divine tree that sits at the heart of our empire. All this time, it was being co-opted by invaders. The Tree of Emptiness, so that impossible mythology does exist. Then does that mean Octa and the Foxwoman were telling the truth all along? Of course, this world was pruned away, and the one the Chaldeans belong to is in fact proper human history. The nations you brought together, your visions of everlasting peace, none of it was meant to exist. Your entire history for the last 2,200 years was never more than a pipe dream. So how does that make you feel? Sad, dejected, utterly crushed with abject despair? Do not be ridiculous. This is wonderful news. Huh? Thanks to our greatness, our eternal empire exists right here, right now. After all, dreamers cannot distinguish between dreams and reality. For them, they are one and the same. So if the world is about to dream again, who can say if your corrupt, ruined society or our prosperous world is the one that truly exists? Oh, I get it, like whether I am Lubu who thinks he's a red hair or a red hair who thinks he's Lubu. When you get right down to it, it doesn't really matter. Would you just shut it, horse? We're trying to have a serious conversation here. No way, Qin Shi Huang's self-esteem is off the charts. I swear, this is exactly why I hate you so much. You are the ideal human, aren't you? And obviously, Qin Shi Huang's been an emperor for over 2,200 years, remember? He's probably overcome all sorts of things in that time. He's practically impervious to despair by this point. Very well then, the victor here shall determine the true history. No matter how many other branches there are, we will prune them all away. Oh, now I see. So this is what you were afraid of, huh, Yui? You knew that Qin Shi Huang would get fired up once it was clear the pruning theoretical phenomenon was true. So you decided to keep the Tree of Emptiness a secret until the very last moment. Is that so? You thought this through. And we certainly fell for it. You knew it was pointless to lie through an omniscient, omnipotent ruler. So instead you were perfectly honest about it all, knowing Qin Shi Huang never believe a word. By hiding the evidence that would validate your story, you were able to turn fact into fiction. You must have really, really wanted to prevent Qin Shi Huang from learning the truth. But why? Why were you so desperate to keep Qin Shi Huang from acting? Woo! You really are hopelessly foolish, Octa. You would go that far to avoid war, huh? You knew we would employ Xian Yu in the war to be recorded as this planet's rightful history. So you wasted your time delaying the inevitable. To think you would choose such a small comfort even in the face of certain destruction. So this is the nadir of foolishness to which love has driven you. Is it just me or... Yes, it is. Descending swiftly. Naturally, I will not be taking your foolish, selfish wishes into considerations. This will be a battle for the future of humanity. Those of you who are not human can stay out of it. Uh-oh. Damn it, I knew this jackass was gonna fall on us. Which one of you dumbasses said this wouldn't happen? Oh damn it, this is what I have to deal with now that the king knows the truth about Lost Belts. Yui refuses to help. Chen Shihuang's out of control. There's clearly nothing to be gained here anymore. I'm out of here. I'm going back to the office. Hey, she got away. Forget her. We've all got to get out of here. Mayal, the tree of emptiness, was it? We shall grant you our protection. We shall descend from on high, the most powerful guardian to ever exist. Hang on, where exactly is it going to land? Right there, apparently. Kafka, what the? Epang Palace has fallen. Is everyone alright? I thought for sure the Emperor was going to fall right on top of us. Did Qin Shi Huang just miss? Such foolish notions hardly deserve to be given voice. We acted only out of generosity. Chaldeans of proper human history, we are about to enter into a contest as to which of us truly embodies what it is to be human, as well as over the direction in which mankind should proceed. Settling this dispute simply by making use of our mass would resolve nothing. So rather than destroy us in order to protect the Empire, you want to converse with us about who should have the right to determine the future. How would you make that kind of concession now? You need ask? We are the Emperor. We care first and foremost about humanity's future. We must grudgingly admit that our empire was indeed pruned away from history. However, we cannot ignore that proper human history was so weak as to be easily wiped out even as you advance the chronicle theoretical phenomenon. History is woven together through human will. Its course is no mere coincidence. Thus, the one who leads the chronicle theoretical phenomenon must be the stronger, superior human. Someone's coming out of the Epang Palace. Is that a person? It is I, the ultimate human form. It has It has overcome death, transcended yin and yang, and reached the truth of immortality. This is the only genre in existence. This is Qin. A human form. But I thought the Emperor was a giant machine, like in those movies about interstellar warfare. That isn't the only surprise. That spirit origin is less strong than it is great. In proper human history, it would be ranked grand. So then, why is the Emperor a ruler? We grew this body by applying the eclosion ascension method we learned by analyzing the Fusang tree to the physiological data we collected from Akuta Hinako. We had not planned on actually using it, but our discussion with Jinkei changed our mind. If we are to prove our path for humanity is superior to proper human histories, then we must do so in a human body. Your path for humanity? Should humanity prioritize safety and stagnancy or growth, which is inextricably entangled with risk? The question of which humanity is best suited to lead Earth from the chronicled theoretical phenomenon can no longer be decided with words alone. Thus, we will decide this matter by punching you. We shall also permit you to punch us in return. Whoever remains standing in the end shall be the one entrusted with the hopes of the future. The hopes of the future. Woo-hoo! We are the ultimate human. There is only one of us. Whereas you, Dice, are but one of many humans from your world. Whichever one of us is stronger shall be the one to face Earth's next great challenge. We trust you agree there can be no fairer way to settle our dispute. Well, how about that? You're a damn sight more reasonable than I gave you credit for. Putting aside that Chen Shihuang only came to this because both sides refused to consider the other's position, I quite agree that we should accept this offer. There can be no better way to determine who is more fit for these chaotic times. This is how contests of power should happen. Master. So we're not fighting in hatred, but to show the strength of our conviction. Well, we can't back down from that now, can we? Right, as members of the Chaldea Security Organization, no. As humans representing our own world and history, we agree to your terms, Chen Shihuang. Good, with that firm gaze and fighting spirit, you should make a foe well worth crushing with these two hands. Now come at us with all your might, members of humanity's masses. We shall test you ourselves. Okay. Updated data. Updated data. Updated. Oh, the event's here. Ooh, and I was so close to beating it before it came out too. Oh well. Oh, we still alive. You got 30 sync quartz. Hey, let's go in here. Nope. Well, yeah, this is a ruler fight, so... This is a ruler fight, so... I'll trade you out with this. And give you... that. Wait, no. Hold on, you can't actually carry that. Alright, what's this do? Nope, that's 5-star. What's this do? Special attack the humanoid. I mean, yeah, sure, why not? Let's go with it. Okay. Skip ahead to the fight. Alright, let's see what you got here. Okay. Crit hit rate up. Increase crit hit rate up. And HP. Heal per turn. Wait, hold on. What's this? Okay, it's just your general color boost. Just a general color boost for all cards. Just a little more, come on. Ah. just to prepare.
なんだとなんだと
There we go.
命令となささやかにもろいもろい
薄いな薄いなそうきたか
All right, here we go.
天と地の狭間にて人はかくあるべしとここに新たなるノリを敷く薄いな
Well, thank you. Wait, hold on. Does he still have it? Okay, one turn. One turn. One turn. Okay.
こんなところ残酷なことだ
Right. Let's see if this is enough to rip out that next bar.
我が行くは温州の彼方アンジェルシャトーティフいい加減にせんか
Oh, it is. Nice.
薄いな参考を超越し御帝を凌駕せし覇者それこそが始皇帝すなわち陳であるこれを賜わす
Yeah, he still has that. And I still can't. Summon. Oh boy. Okay.
なんだとささやかに
計略だ計略だ
Okay, so he just casually wiped the whole front line. That's fine.
私の踊り受け切れるかしら
我が式に踊れ死神殺す
サンタは宙を舞うもので
薄いな薄いな薄いな薄いな
Okay then. Hmm. Okay, but what if instead I used her? I don't know. I don't really know what to give her. Maybe this? That way, no. Guess not. Guess nothing. It's for you. Maybe this. I mean, I guess I could bring Jalter, but I kinda don't really want to use her. But okay, yeah. Yeah, I'll just carry her as the forget as the I just want to win button. Like, I want to see if I can beat him with Dantes, but that doesn't work. I'll just say, yeah, no, let's just move on.
そうか
I tried. Just bring out Jalter, clear up, clean up, move on.
どれにしよう古きルールこういうこともできる古きルールこういうこともできる
こんなところか
Hmm.
残酷我が行くは温州の彼方アンテルシャトーティフいい加減にせんかああ薄いな薄いな薄いな
All right.
薄いなそうきたか天と地の狭間にて人はかくあるべしとここに新たなるノリを敷く薄いな
Okay.
どれにしようかな
こんなところか 慈悲などいらぬ
Okay. I'll give that. I'll give this a shot.
ささやかな
我が行くは温州の彼方アンテルシャトーティフいい加減にせんかああ薄いな
And then he just NPs again.
天と地の狭間にて人はかくあるべしとここに新たなるノリを敷くそうきたか
His gun. He still has that. I wonder. Wait, no. He just... Yeah, immune to all debuffs. Yeah, it's not gonna work.
物理で殴るだけだけでしょ
Yeah, it's all I can really do, so... I'll just do this.
それぞれ分子の究極陣地破ってみせる
もろいもろい
これを賜わす
内熱衝撃板成形します
Alright. How many stars are you actually?
さあどうだ
What does this do? Okay.
前に出ます照準捉えました
薄いな
ごめんなさい
Okay. So that'll be that. Actually, that. Actually, yeah, like this. Oh yeah, I tried with Dantes, but it's time to move on with the plot.
これは憎悪によって磨かれた我が魂の方向ラグロンドメットニュヘイ
Yeah, it's going slow because I've literally never used Jalter in any other fight before this.
さあ首を切りましょうおさらばです
Okay. Berserk. Berserk. Hmm. Let's see here. I think I'll just bring single target, so that brings you. Oh, my own Scotty. Nah, that. There. And who else? Hokusai, I guess. Yeah, it's a berserker, so why not? You. Wait, hold on. Nope. No. Okay, let's see. 5-star. Like that. No. There we go. Yeah, that'll work. Was that, has our knee truly touched the ground first? It did. Are you convinced now, Your Imperial Majesty? You went out of your way to fight us as a human, even knowing that we had no chance in battle against your mechanical vessel. You have borne a vast responsibility all these years, and for that you have my respect, but the results speak for themselves. Even as a Genren, you choose to prioritize defense, but defense is a role for gods, not humans. Human nature lies in pressing ever onwards, no matter how foolish it may be to do so, or how disgraceful the results may be. Yes, we can express only our genuine shock. Tell us, Dice, in your world, are all people, no, all humans as strong as you? I don't know, but I do know this. Let's see. Whoever else might have come to fight you instead wouldn't have had to do it alone either. These heroic spirits would have helped whoever happened to be here. I'm not so sure, Dice. I mean, our world is pretty well stocked with dumbasses. Still, I guess I could be bothered to help out if there was someone even half as freaking stupid as you trying to handle this. Oh yes, I'd be even more inclined to trust someone like that, being a horse and all. We see. So even if you had fallen, you have every conviction that someone else would come to take your place. Foo-foo! If all of you are possessed of such resilience and the will to endure life's tribulations, then perhaps humans may indeed be able to overcome any obstacle in their path towards a future with limitless possibilities. Yes, that's what we believe too, along with someone else who helped us come this far. Very well, we will take that bet. We leave the future of the chronicled theoretical phenomenon in proper human history's hands. See that it flourishes under your care. The last part might be kind of tough, but I'll do my best. No, no, I do not accept that. Huh? General Shan Yu. Even if that is what humans have agreed upon, I cannot accept it. You would defy our decree, Kuaiji Zero? You are my lord, no longer your imperial majesty. My only loyalty now is to my companion, Yu Mei Ren. Lord Xianyu, you, my beloved, has chosen this lost belt as her home. She has wandered far too long in search of peace, and now at long last she has found it. I cannot take that away from her. You've got to be freaking shitting me. He wants to go for another round? Please stop this madness. Your body needs maintenance. You are in no shape to fight again. Please, Lord Xianyu, you mustn't. You're already at your limit. There's no way you can win. It's alright. This body of mine can still move, so I will not let them cut down the tree of emptiness. Your future, my first and final prayer, can only exist beyond its branches. Xianyu's preparing for battle again, Master. The Xianyu from proper human history died plagued by regrets. Now I will see his wishes fulfilled. Just think, just this once. I will fight not for the Empire, but for the woman I love. Now behold what Xianyu can do when he is pushed to the absolute limit. Okay then. I guess he's the finale. Uses HP and defense at the end of every turn and decreases charge by 1 at the end of the turn. Okay then. This is pretty much a victory lap then. Okay, done. Okay. And one more NP should be enough should be enough. Okay. Oh wait, forgot I was missing one more thing. Okay. I guess this is the actual finale. Alas, I could not make my wish come true. Lord Xianyu, forgive me, you. Once again, my failure condemns you to an eternity wandering alone. I wanted nothing more than to grant you solace. I wish we could have spent endless days together in peace. However, my functionality could not make that dream a reality. So this is what it feels like to have regret gnawing at you in your final moments. Lord Xianyu, you, my companion, I'm sorry, I cannot stay by your side. You, my you, what will your fate be? Lord Xianyu, Lord Xianyu, Lord Xianyu! Octa, don't mesh, no one can console her now. I don't think any human, any being fated to die really, could understand her pain right now. This is what it means to live for all of time. Chaldea, Chen Shi Huang, proper human history. You think this is over? Do you think your path forward is clear now? What are you doing, fairy? After all that has come to pass, you would still try to stop Chaldea? The future of mankind has never meant anything to me. I never cared who got pruned away or who got to carry on the chronicle. But now, you humans, you loathsome, despicable, disgusting humans are all I can think about. Her spirit origin is dispersing. What's going on? I knew that true ancestors were essentially elementals, but is she truly abandoning her incarnated body? Wait, the Tree of Emptiness's magical energy is absolutely skyrocketing. I think it's absorbing her spirit origin. True sages and fairies like her have always been something akin to a divided spirit of the Fusang tree. So if this Tree of Emptiness fed off the Fusang tree to manifest here, she may be able to possess it. You humans don't deserve a future. I won't allow it. Not after how you've gotten as far as you have by feeding on the dreams and despair of non-humans everywhere. The Tree of Emptiness's magical energy is entering an active state. Looks like it's finally woken up, and it's about to come at us. Damn it, we don't have time to just stand here with our thumbs up our asses. Get ready, Dice. This is it. It's do or die time. If that thing would curse all of mankind, then it is our enemy as well. Qin Shi Huang, does that mean you'll help us? You may have been strong enough to defeat us, but this is still our territory. What's more, the fairy has shown great impertinence in taking our Fusang tree. We will therefore gladly lend you our aid in battle. Die, die, I will wipe you from existence. All of my hatred, all of my curses, all my fury shall power the Tree of Emptiness. Hear me, my all, hear me, my origin. Ruins of the last Fusang tree. Use your jagged canopy to skewer humanity's last hopes for the future. Master, look out! The internal temperature of the Tree of Emptiness is rising rapidly. I'm detecting gravitational shifts creating fault lines in space-time. I'm also detecting gamma rays. They appear to be cosmic in origin. Mash, patch me into the Orthonax sensor data. Wait, what is this? This fake? Miniature? Connected to the real thing? Hell with it. There's only one thing I can say for sure. It's a galaxy. There's a real, actual galaxy inside the Tree of Emptiness. A galaxy as in a massive celestial body galaxy? Indeed, unlike those of Russian Scandinavia, this Tree of Emptiness has fully blossomed. People have said that the hollows of great trees connect to other worlds ever since the age of myth. This one contains a galaxy, and when we know it that, sadly I cannot yet say what the greater significance of that may be. Any analysis will have to wait. The tree is directing all its energy straight at us. Be ready to continue fighting, Dice. That thing cannot be allowed to remain on this planet. Let's do this, Smash. Yes, Master. We'll target Tree of Emptiness's heat source 5,000 meters above the ground. It's time to complete Order Lost Belt number 3. Our last battle in the Chinese Lost Belt. Okay, the actual final battle. Yeah, of course. Yeah, figures. Yeah. Okay then. Might as well bring you. Give you that. I can like. Can I give you this? No. No, not that. Then that. Actually, no. There we go. And yeah. Let's I'll go take this team, see how it goes. Alright, take 2, action. See, hold on, what was this? Okay, okay. I get what's up with him now.
どうしがたいほうこれを賜すひれ伏すがよいぞ無粋な無粋なそうきたか
Alright.
見せ場任せるがよい夏の話題を独り占めだないいとも
どうしがたいねそう
撃て
うん
I see.
何事もやればできるさ
Okay. What's his overcharge? Applying target focus, increase attack strength. It increases with overcharge. Yeah. That was her overcharge though. Okay.
遊びは終わりか。
採点の席を上げよ。
Yeah. This, I feel like this is the better one.
忍者だ、ローマだ、町田真理だよ。ラウダレンクル、
天と地の狭間にて人はかくあるべしと、ここに新たなるノリを敷く。うん。
何をする。
小さな窓がここには一つ。
ほう。
星の宇宙に物々の楽園の端から君に聞かせよう。罪なき者のみ通るガーデン・オブ・アバロン。
これを賜す。無粋な。
Oh, he didn't actually get stunned? Hmm.
そうきたか。
お任せ。夢のように。
Okay.
あんど。
We'll go with that. Actually, I could have put arts at the end, but whatever.
参考を超越し、御帝を凌駕せし覇者。それこそが始皇帝。 すなわち陳である。うん。これを賜す。理屈が良いぞ。
Alright, right. What do you got? Yeah, it's not that bad.
お任せ。夢のように聞かせてよ。
ひらめくぞ。忍者だ、ローマだ、町田真理だよ。ラウダレンクル、
Alright.
撃て。
うん。 無粋な。
見せ場だ。任せるがよい。
王の話をするとしよ
Yeah. Absolutely.
そこは壁もなく城もなく理想の始まりの空。魂のありかを見せようか。ガーデン・オブ・アバロン。
天と地の狭間にて人はかくあるべしと、ここに新たなるノリを敷く。うん。 しがたいの。
劇場のサビになるか。
これを賜わす。
撃てーい。何をする。
君の道行きを信じよう。さあ
That,
行きなさい。
that.
話題を独り占めだな。
あほう。
マナーのなっていない客よな。
That's another MP.
参考を超越し御帝を凌駕せし覇者、それこそが始皇帝、すなわち陳である。これを賜わす。
あげるわ。
Let's see. Wait. No, yeah, no, this makes sense.
世はもう止まらぬぞ。劇場は海より近い。見るがよい。これが誉れ歌うイルステリア、すなわち我が黄金劇場である。
これを賜わす。無粋な。無粋な。そうきたか。
Alright.
お好きに。
Wait a minute. Increase resistance against buster cards. Yeah, figures.
まあそないに。ゴールデンなんたら。
無粋な。無粋な。
いけず。
遊びは終わりか。
ええの。はーい。
Alright.
参考を超越し御帝を凌駕せし覇者、それこそが始皇帝、すなわち陳である。うん。
いけず。いけず。
Look at this.
待って。もうすぐよ。あげるわ。
そうきたか。
Okay, perfect. Now then.
はい、面白そう。
Oh wait, I forgot her.
大好き嫌いとたらけ。ご褒
I actually forgot her MP was Buster. Right. All right.
その真髄を宿す写しみとならバラの眠りを超えいざ究極の門へと至らんクリフォーライゾン
天と地の狭間にて人はかくあるべしとここに新たなるノリを敷く。
I'll give it to him.
サンタは宙を舞うものですせーの
これを賜わす。
クリスマスで女神だものこれくらい羽目を外さないとね
Right. Its magical energy signals fading. We did it. But Akatas. He knew. He knew this would happen. His grief was because he knew I would be consumed by rage and disappear as a vengeful ghost. Okay. How foolish I've been to think I brought him such sadness not once but twice. That is your only regret? Why, it could not be simpler to put an end to Xiang Yu's grief. Huh? Xiang Yu's grief was over how you would spend your final moments. If you wish to end that grief, you need to only choose an end for yourself that would let him rejoice rather than despair. What? Become a heroic spirit. As an elemental, surely such a choice is within your power. Joining the counterforce should be trivial. Is that really how it works? I mean, I know DICE has formed contracts with Divine Spirit class beings before, but you would have me become a pawn of the counterforce? You would have me protect the very humans I despise more than anything? We are sure the idea holds little appeal to you, but it was dedicating his life to doing so that gave Xian Yu such pride. If you were to carry on in his stead, he surely would have no more reason to lament your fate. So you are still not fully convinced? Then consider this. You are the only one in all of your history. You're the only one in all your history to know the truth about Xian Yu, are you not? Should you bring your knowledge of him to the throne, he may be appointed as one of humanity's guardians. Should that come to pass, you may one day have a chance to see him again. Well, whatever you choose, there's no need to decide right now. There's no reason to not to take some time to wander the mountains as you think it over. I'm impressed you were able to talk down a vengeful ghost. We are the Emperor. Guiding our people with the light of reason has long been our duty. You had only wanted to protect this world. You could have chosen to join forces with Yume Ren and defend the Tree of Emptiness together. Just the sort of underhanded trickery you would expect from a tactician. Well, had she revealed the Tree of Emptiness to us sooner, we might have done so. But we had already decided to abdicate in favor of Dice, and we were not about to change our mind. If there's no further need for a tactician, then it would seem my work here is done. Agreed. Where you would find war, can also find tacticians. If there's no more war here, then I'd best be on my way as well. Lord Dice, I'm sure we will one day meet again on a new field of battle. Yeah, like during this year's anniversary. Next time, I won't bother to test how strong you are. I will know you to be a master worth following from the very start. As for me, I'd really appreciate it if you could summon be my name next time. It's a bit weird not being quite sure who you are. We do know though, as I've repeatedly told you, you are red hair. Aw, come on, really? I don't know if I buy that. Oh yeah, I guess it's time for everyone to be heading back to the throne, huh? Hey, we'll stick around until you leave this lost belt. You did summon us inside the Shadow Border after all. I see, I am very happy, Red One. We can stay together a little bit longer. Still, if the heroic spirits this world summoned are already gone, that must mean this world won't be around for much longer. That is nothing you need to concern yourselves with. Though from the look on your faces, we suppose you humans from proper human history cannot put your feelings aside so easily. Well, we can assure you that there will be no weeping or lamentation of the sort you are worried about. Our people do not fear either death or oblivion. Indeed, they cannot comprehend fear or despair. That is how we have raised them. They will spend today just as they have every other day, knowing neither grief nor regret. Even when the day of destruction arrives, they will simply fade away as easily as falling asleep. That is the paradise on earth we have created, and that is the world we made for our beloved people. Got it. The storm clouds have disappeared. That takes care of the chronicle theoretical phenomenon overlap. Oh, that is excellent news. Then our territory has finally become whole again. We shall immediately connect to our Great Wall to see how our lands are faring. Well done, Chaldea. Now we can assume you have your own urgent business to attend to. Qinshi Huang. Go on then. Humanity's next crisis awaits. Do not forget your responsibility, no matter how heavy the burden. What's this? Delivered 1 dosage of Fusang Tree Antidote. Sender NFF Services Customer Support. No signature required. All sales and transactions are final. Koyansky has snuck into the Shadow Border? When? How? It must have been while we were preoccupied with our battle against the Tree of Emptiness. Admittedly, I didn't think our security was so lax that she would be able to gain entry that quickly. We did let her aboard after we recovered the border at the Ministry of Technology. You think she tampered with security while we weren't looking? Ugh, great, just great. I have even more stuff to check before we start our next Zero sale. There's no telling what she might have messed with while she was here. I don't think we need to worry. Yes, she could have sabotaged the border in any number of ways while she was in here. What else she left behind was the antidote. Imagine this was her way of keeping her word. I'm certain we can assume the antidote to be as safe as well. If nothing else, she seems to be quite serious about abiding by her contracts. Alright then, here goes nothing. Senpai, how do you feel? I think I feel a little better. There we go, you see? Told you there was nothing to worry about, and I was right. Yeah, okay, I can understand Gordy being excited about this. Now, if he could just be a little less oblivious, he'd be a much better director. What's the harm? The important thing is that we're all okay. Yes, that's true, isn't it? Why the long face, Smash? Something else on your mind? We just destroyed another world. Oh yes, that. I understand that dead-end histories without any possibility for future growth are destined to be pruned away. I understand that the Russian Scandinavian lost belts were exceptionally harsh environments for mankind too. But this lost belt was, yeah, it was peaceful. We hadn't snuck in our noses, and I doubt anyone here would have realized they were unhappy. But you know, peace that becomes stagnation is its own kind of dead end. That was ultimately why this history had to be pruned away. I know, that's the only conclusion I can come to as well, after seeing how it ended up. But then I remember what Shin Liang Yu told us, how the warriors of the Empire fought so hard to create this perfect, lasting peace. And then I can't help but think, what if one day everything we fought so hard to achieve turns out to be for nothing too? Can't say that's impossible. The prudent theoretical phenomenon isn't driven by malice or error, it just happens. We're not immune either, no matter how hard we fight for what we believe in. There's always a chance some other branch more worthy of being called proper human history could leave us behind. If that ever happens, I only hope we have the same grace and bravery to pass on the torch that Qin Shi Huang did. People are fond of saying the possibilities are endless as though it were inherently good, failing to realize the full implications. Possibilities may be endless, but outcomes are anything but. And that massive diversity of choice only adds to the pressure of the inevitable culling. It's a hard problem, a very, very hard problem. Sometimes I wonder, how wise do we need to be before we can know for sure what's right? If we ever reach that point, it'll only be after we've ceased to being human and instead become gods. As long as humans remain human, our only hope is to keep grasping for the truth as best as we can from among the vast sea of endless possibilities. Ahem, this is the Wandering Sea Chaldea base. I have confirmed that the storm wall around the Chinese Lost Belt is gone. I should be able to reach you via comms now. You read me? It's Sion. Excellent. That's what I like to hear. And from the tone of Dice's lovely voice, it sounds like you completed your mission handily. Great work, everyone. Now I bet you could all use a nice hot shower, correct? Then I suggest you head west about 10 kilometers from your current position. Captain's on his way now. Once you meet with him, you can zero sail over to the Wandering Sea before the other cryptors spot you. Oh, I would certainly love a good victory massage, but are you sure we can make it back so easily? Of course, now that the Lost Belt's gravitational field has collapsed, malcalculations and Captain's nav skills will have you back here before you know it. Oh, but keep in mind that this method is strictly for getting between places that exist in this world. I can get you to the entry point of a Lost Belt and back, but I can't get you in. Think of this as the world's most advanced airport shuttle. Fine by me, honestly. I was worried we were gonna have to drive all the way back there. Oh no, we would never make you waste your time like that, especially now when you already have another order waiting. Another one? What do you mean, Shion? Are we moving our plans to invade the Atlantic Lost Belt? Definitely not. In fact, it's not even possible at this point. As they say, haste makes waste, clothes make the man, and sparing the rod spoils the child. I know now that this next part is essential to our larger plan. Once you're all rested up, I'm going to have you head out to the next order, Lost Belt number 4, where you will investigate a strange Lost Belt that has been repeatedly expanding and contracting. Moreover, the captain will be joining in on your adventure into a dazzling realm of Indian mythology. Hey, are you sure it's okay to leave the cave? Well, that nice doctor in the white outfit said we should be fine now. There was a real strange air about them, wasn't there? Kinda reminds me of those Chaldea people. I start a song and the moon begins to reel. I rise and dance and the shadow moves grotesquely. While I am still conscious, let us rejoice with one another. After I am drunk, let us each go his way. Oh, a poem extolling the beauty of the moon. Lovely. Yeah, poems are great, aren't they? That one always makes me feel like I'm gazing up at the moon no matter where I am. Now that we think of it, all the poems we ever heard in Shenyang were about us. Of course, we were perfectly happy with that at the time. But still, would it have been so terrible to have someone regale us with a tale of the moon? Say, who are you? I don't recognize you. We are the Emperor. The Emperor? No way. I heard the Emperor lives up in the sky and is always watching over us from above. But you're the same height as us, and you're here on the ground with us. Indeed, We walk the same land and gaze upon the same heavens. We decided to spend our final moments with our people. We are, after all, human, just like all of you. Sober still, let us rejoice with one another. Once drunk, let each one go his way. Let us be bound forever. We carefree journeying, let us swear to meet again beyond this Milky Way. And that's a wrap. Cosmos Denial. That's grill number 12. Take a good look at the ones who are leaving. They are shouldering the duty that is the future, and their path will lead them to confront even more treacherous challenges. Yet the only thing we can do is see them off from afar. But do not worry, we will not be giving you any trials like the ones they will be facing. Instead, you shall join us in a delicate slumber, bereft of fear or despair over your fate. This is a scene of what will soon become a dream. The ruler who once tried to shoulder humanity alone has now entrusted and tasked the heavy responsibility of 2,000 years of history to a group of foreign travelers. Now all there is to do is to wait for the peaceful end to come with the citizens that they loved. The Phoenix Alights. Yep. Okay, so get the free. Alright, it's getting really late, so I think I'll just end it by doing my GSSR. Right? Let's see. I don't really have anyone specific in mind. Just hoping I get someone new. Right? And go. Alright. I'm not gonna skip it or anything. I'll just let this play out. Oh wait, already? That's Rainbow. Is this already? Is it? My alter ego. Okay. I mean, okay, I'll take. Okita alter. Not bad. Can't say is who I had in mind, but yeah, I'll take it. It's new, so yeah, I can hardly complain. Do I let it keep playing? I'll just skip it ahead.
我が名は魔人沖田総司召喚に応じ限界したこの身の霊気が砕け散るその時まで共に戦おう
Okay. I'll leave leveling her up until much later. Right now I'm saving my resources for something else. Yeah. Yeah, that's technically part of the New Year's event, so yeah, I'll do I'll go inside there for the New Year's event proper much later after having rested. So anyways, good night. Have a happy new year.